So yeah, let's run through it one time, and then we'll listen back and see if we have the headphone levels good. I mean, actually, Brian, we'll see if we have a good mix for you too. We used a pair of Shure KSM 32s on the snare drum. Those are going through Helios mic pre's. We also have a pair of Neumann KM 184s as overheads, and those are going through a pair of A-Designs Pacificas. The most effective influence on this drum sound is a stereo AEA R88 ribbon mic that's going through DW Fern VT2 stereo tube preamps. It sounds awesome. Super smooth, huge sounding. If I could, I would own all of this stuff. The drum set is custom made by a company called MCD Percussion. They're out of the Philadelphia area. They make really great kits. The owner of the company, Kyle, actually brought us his personal kit for this session, so we really appreciate that. For the guitar amps, Brooke is using his own Fender Twin Reverb, but we've paired it in stereo with this totally amazing custom-built Alessandro Working Dog guitar amplifier. Alessandro amps are made outside of Philadelphia too, so we've really super lucked out on all this stuff. A few months ago, I was able to borrow the whole line of Crowley and Tripp ribbon mics, and I was really impressed. They're pretty big and beefy, and they're easy to use, and they can take a lot of sound pressure level. Beril actually is going to sing into the Crowley and Tripp vocalist. It's just a super cool mic, really fat, and it has a nice smooth top end. It's not all pointy and jagged, the way a lot of mics tend to be these days. We're recording to 2-inch tape, but it'll eventually find its way into Pro Tools. We try to capture the sounds as close to the final sound that we want for the mix as possible. Obviously, we have some leeway, but that's what we're going for. The final mixes will basically be fanned out through the console. It's an old vintage MCI console. It's custom built for Sigma, New York, back in the 70s. It's my opinion that mixing through an old console just sounds better. I'm not good at mixing in the computer. It really helps for it to be summed through the vintage electronics before it eventually comes back into the computer as a final mix.